Hello, I'm Tomas Picard. I want to tell you about my book, Mental House Cleaning, Attitude Adjustments You Can Do in the Comfort and Privacy of Your Own Mind. You can buy it on Amazon.com and on my website, mentalhousecleaning.com. You've seen The Secret, you've read Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra, you've bought the online programs and podcasts that promised riches and glory. Did you know over 30 million copies of Think and Grow Rich have been sold? All those people sat down and thought, and the publishers have grown rich. So why aren't you seeing the success those guys claimed? Is it really all that secret? When you buy my book, Mental House Cleaning, I'm going to let you in on what I believe is the real secret. Here's a clue. A while ago, my wife had a computer problem. No matter what key she hit on the keyboard, the only letters that showed up were O and R. I checked, found a piece of fuzz had gotten stuck under the keyboard. That tiny little dust bunny was determining everything that she could write. When I was younger, I wanted to play the guitar. I bought a cheap guitar, started playing. After a couple of days, the neck warped around so that no matter where I put my fingers on the fretboard, the guitar played the same note. And it wasn't a bad note, but it wasn't always the note I wanted to play. And O and R aren't bad letters. They just weren't always the letters my wife wanted to write. Your subconscious mind acts the same way. It dictates the notes and letters you can use. You learn and accept attitudes and ideas, and they get stuck in your subconscious mind. You can try to change the way you act. You can try to think and grow rich, but your mental computer is already programmed to allow only certain notes and letters to play. And they may not be bad notes either, just not the notes you need or want at that moment. That's where mental house cleaning comes in. In my book, I examine the different attitudes we all hold, our mental dust bunnies. And you will learn to ask yourself, as Dr. Phil might say, how's that working for you, sport? And I give you real, solid approaches for real, lasting change. You will gain access to more notes, more letters that you can use on your mental computer, more options, more choices. Your other choice is to keep playing those same old notes and making excuses for why it doesn't work for you. All those guys on The Secret talk about the law of attraction. The law, not the wouldn't this be cool if this actually worked notion of attraction. Like they say about gravity, it's not just a good idea, it's the law of attraction. But if you keep playing the same notes you've always played, what are you attracting? You know what they call it when you do the same thing over and over expecting different results. You can go on wishing and hoping and doing affirmations and incantations and wanting to write a new script. But if you're writing something on your computer and you don't like it or it isn't quite right, you don't just start writing the new stuff. You go back, highlight what you don't want, and hit the delete button. As you read my book, you will examine your deeply held subconscious attitudes with an eye to mental house cleaning, exposing those vampires of the mind to the light. They will begin to lose their power over you. Go to my website, mentalhousecleaning.com, right now and buy this book. It's not just another book on personal development and positive mental attitude to add to the pile. This is the book you thought you were getting when you spent all your money on those other programs. This book makes clear why it hasn't been working for you. To completely mix metaphors, if you're going to plant flowers, it helps to prepare the soil first. That is, clear the weeds and rocks and plow the ground. Those other books and programs are really good at telling you what seeds you ought to plant. Mental house cleaning is about how to prepare the soil. Some wise person said that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It was probably Shakespeare. Shakespeare said everything. Again, mixing metaphors. It's the difference between a travel agent and a tour guide. A travel agent can tell you where you ought to go. A tour guide has made the journey himself and goes with you on your trip. Mental house cleaning doesn't just talk about the road, it takes those first steps with you. With mental house cleaning, by doing the right kind of attitude adjusting, you can walk that new path now. You can be, to coin a phrase, all you can be. Mental house cleaning uses humor, stories, and anecdotes to give you very usable ideas that you can use right away to seek out and eliminate the things that are holding you back. Some other wise person probably not Shakespeare, estimated that 99% of the people who have seen The Secret and tried to apply it aren't successful. It's time for you to be part of the 1% for whom it isn't a secret anymore. Thank you.